Green Robin Solutions presents a short history of everyday business terms and tools. Have you ever wondered about the history behind some of the everyday terms and tools that you use and want to know more about where they came from? This short guide will give you some of this information and may help you to understand them a little bit better and give you ideas about how you can apply them in your own business. In this presentation, I'll cover a number of items, including balanced scorecard, dynamic pricing, and benchmarking. In this first slide, I'd like to take you through outsourcing and give you a little bit of information around its background. The idea of getting someone else to complete a task on your behalf isn't new, and as I say, a problem shared is a problem halved, and we've been doing it for centuries. But in relation to business, Hy-Vee have part of business activities to an outside firm and really took off in the late 1980s. Many consider the 1989 deal between Eastman Kodak and IBM to be the first large-scale outsourcing contract. As part of this deal, IBM took over the work of 4 of Kodak's data centers and the employment of 300 employees moved from Kodak to IBM. This was the first large-scale outsourcing project and was quickly followed by other large businesses in many other industries. As we all know, outsourcing is now commonplace, from small building firms using virtual assistants to accountancy firms using outsourced project managers to help them improve their IT systems or improve their business processes. This next slide will take us through the background behind balanced scorecards. Business owners have been known to sometimes fixate on just a small number of metrics, particularly when they're under pressure and usually to the detriment of other key metrics. In fact, it's also been known even within a business, different teams will have different and sometimes conflicting priorities. A man by the name of Art Schneiderman noticed this problem while working on a quality improvement project at a semiconductor manufacturer in the USA. The CEO was interested in understanding and improving how people work together, while the COO was focused on improving profitability. This conflict led Art to having a eureka moment while watching an advert for a chocolate bar. He noticed how the butter, peanut, and chocolate were blended and balanced. Subsequently, Robert Kaplan of Harvard University has popularized the balanced scorecard. With businesses paying equal attention to the customers, their business, their potential for improvement, and financial situation, where each one of these are balanced, can lead to large-scale improvements for businesses. In this slide, I'd like to take you through a little bit of information behind dynamic pricing. Although airlines have been doing this for decades, it's only really been with the advent of companies like Uber that we've really begun to notice it. Thanks to businesses like Uber and their surge pricing, we've gotten used to the fact that the taxi trip we took yesterday may not cost the same as the same one we took the other day. In the case of Uber, utilizing big data and algorithms to work out fares based on a variety of parameters, such as traffic, the number of customer-to-driver ratios in a given area, prices float and constantly adjust to meet demand. The use of dynamic pricing has started to become commonplace in other industries, from hospitality to retail. With the right forethought and planning, it could also be used in a multitude of industries, from pest control to printing services. In this slide, I'd like to take you through the Net Promoter Score and how to calculate it. The Net Promoter Score, or NPS, was created by a management consultant and author by the name of Fred Reichheld. At the heart of the NPS are questions such as how likely are you to recommend our company or service to a friend or colleague. Customers who answer with a 9 or a 10 out of 10 are considered to be promoters, while those who rate from 0 to 6 are considered to be detractors, and obviously those who are 7 or 8 are considered to be neutral. In order to calculate the NPS for your own business, you will need to gather data from your customers. Once it's done, the calculation is as follows. Subtract the percentage of detractors from the percentage of promoters, and this will give you a range of from -100 to +100. Although it is useful to understand how your customers feel about your business, NPS is a single data point, and more data would be required to give you a better picture of how your customers perceive and engage with your brand. In this slide, I'd like to take you through loyalty cards. In 1982, DIY chain Homebase launched a Spend and Save card, and this is considered to be the UK shopper's first introduction to a modern-day loyalty card. However, it wasn't until the 1990s, when Tesco was looking to replace the Green Shield card, that the idea became more commonplace. A proposal was presented to the board, who were impressed with the ability of the card to track customers' behaviour and approved initial trials. From these trials, the then chairman is led to have said, "What scares me about this is that you know more about my customers after 3 months than I know them after 30 years." The Tesco Club card was officially launched in 1995, and in 1997 Boots launched the now well-known Advantage card. It's said that nowadays, more than 4 in 5 UK adults carry a form of loyalty card. Next, I'd like to cover the topic of benchmarking with you. Benchmarking has been around a lot longer than its formal name. The idea of comparing your performance against the median of others around you isn't a new concept, and in fact it's been used in education for centuries. The term benchmarking, however, first began to pop up in articles written by 2 employees at Exxon in 1984. Today, this practice of comparing your performance against those around you is now commonplace. It is an effective tool to understand your business and how you can grow it. Finally, I'd like to take you through the topic of lean. Following the end of World War II, the Toyota Motor Company was short on resources and low on efficiency. Stepping forward was Taiichi Ohno, an engineer who had risen through the ranks to become an assembly manager. He set about implementing a series of measures aimed at increasing flexibility within the production line. These measures included having machines operated by multi-skilled workers who could produce a variety of parts at large volume when they were needed, or just in time. This created a philosophy of demand-led production, and the term lean manufacturing was later coined. Lean has been so influential that it also influenced a book. The 2011 book, The Lean Startup, which was based on the experience of Eric Ries, a Silicon Valley entrepreneur, has given us a number of lexicons from minimum viable product, or MVP, pivot, and the term build, measure, learn. This concludes our whistle-stop tour of business terms and tools. I hope you enjoyed it. Green Robin Solutions helps businesses of all sizes become more efficient. Our main services include business coaching, optimization reviews, outsourced project manager delivery, and several others. Why not visit our website at www.greenrobinsolutions.com to hear more, or send us an email at info@greenrobinsolutions.com. Thank you very much for your time.